Grand Arising Soul Fam. Today I am coming on and sharing a message from the Tao. Today we are exploring Gene Key 45. This is the shadow of dominance, the gift of synergy, the divine expression of communion. And in the hexagram, this is gathering together. And a couple keywords here says massing, converging, unifying, assembling, combining forces. The sum is greater than the parts. So let's see what it has to say. I'm going to read the summary, the description of the gene, and then I'm going to read each of the 6 lines of the hexagram. You might feel a resonance for one, maybe 2 of them. Water travels for hundreds of miles, sometimes beginning as a tiny stream, disappearing beneath the soil, eventually resurfacing. In time, the rivulets become rivers, strengthened by the journey of merging with others. The mightiest river is formed in this way, and finally it carves its course through stone over millennia in its unstoppable journey to reach the sea. The process is essentially the same on a human scale, joining with others, creatively resolving all kinds of challenges. Being patient with differences and persevering through hard times makes reaching the goal not only possible, but even more rewarding. The real treasure, however, lies not in reaching conclusions, but in the day-to-day journey itself. The value of gathering together is only revealed over time, once the process of mutual commitment has intensified and the respect for the shared capacity of the group is in place. In this incidental way, without exhaustive effort, the strength and maturity of each individual grows as a byproduct of merging with others. Social groups of any kind are like living cells in that they are formed around a nucleus, or a common denominator that links the individual parts. In the world of technology, the phenomenon of the internet joins the lives of thousands who share common objectives or interests, creating a global community. On a more intimate scale, it might be an individual, an ideology, a practice or project that brings people together and strengthens the sense of community. In ideal circumstances, harmoniousness is not restricted or duty-bound, rather it's a refreshment for body, mind, and spirit. In every life, there are moments when we realize that independently we can only go so far, but by joining with others, we can go the distance and become a force to be reckoned with. The time of gathering together is one where you are called upon to give of yourself out of a genuine willingness to support the whole, without fostering selfish motives or a hidden agenda. If you sense problems brewing that could undermine the stability of the group, be alert and ready to deal with them. Don't shirk responsibility by hiding your head in the sand. It won't work. The time is now for your total participation. Support group harmony with sensitivity in whatever way you can. Although you might not have intended to stand out from the crowd, you may find that for the present, as the group requires it, you're functioning in a role of authority. If so, you may need to be very flexible and perform various roles that you never would have expected. Leaders must be mediators and clarifiers of the group's real objectives, providers of form and direction, maintainers of overview, and the general all-around handyman who keeps the gears greased and the wheels in motion. The support you can give with your strong yet humble, heartfelt leadership improves conditions for everyone. So here are the 6 lines, the changes. So bottom line, it's wise to be clear with yourself what's prompting your involvement with a group and the direction that involvement is taking. Take the time to realign with your intuition before coming to a decision. Few things are more painful than prolonged indecision, and the resolution of the dilemma lies within your own self. Line 2. Trust in your innate capacity to creatively endure all kinds of adversity. Remembering that will help when sharing in the responsibilities of a group, when it becomes quite a stretch. You may be surprised to find you're a source of strength for others during shaky times. Line 3. Remember that glitches are a part of every process of growing, and that growth is very much what's happening for you and everyone else involved. It's through the rough patches that our true colors are exposed and our commitment deepened. This can also highlight where fine-tuning is needed. If you're confused or ambivalent about your role, find somebody whom you trust and talk it through. Line 4. A live social interaction is a dynamic quality born out of each individual's contribution. You might feel as though your life is on hold for the moment you tend to the needs of the community or group, but this is only temporary. Once you've contributed your unique talents by laying the foundations of the success for this particular gathering, a balance will be restored in your own individual affairs as well. Line 5. Ideally, leaders would only be necessary for providing good counsel, helping to keep communications flowing, preventing stagnation, and functioning as spokespeople when needed. Then leaders would gracefully withdraw, like a stream becoming invisible but still providing nourishment from a deeper, less obvious place. Only if you're willing to make a graceful exit when the time comes is it appropriate for you to take center stage now. And line 6. Extending yourself towards others, feeling in sync with them and being received by them is an enriching, heartwarming experience. Moments of celebration, feasting, making music, singing, sitting in silence all contribute to strengthening the unity and aliveness of a collective experience. There's nothing as revitalizing to a sense of well-being and purpose as wholehearted participation with others. Loving this on the day of the equinox, where there are celebrations and ceremonies all over the world celebrating the harmony and the equality of equal parts light and dark. So I know I'm going to be attending a graduation equinox ceremony culminating the end and completion of one of our sister women's groups. So sending so much love